Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, thank you for coming. Hello, welcome to Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. I'm uncooked. I am uncooked. I'm in a dark mood. My mood is black, as I would say. How are you doing? I should care about other people. I guess I do care about you, but I don't. Maybe I should care more. I should care more. Let me go over here. Um, Today is this is the 68th show, night stream. 68, 68th show. 68th stream plus 211 is 279 streams. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you, Andy. How am I? I want to apologize for screaming. I screamed at people. I screamed at Gnome. I shouldn't scream at people. I'm better. I'm not better than I am. I am what I am, but I should be better than I am. I shouldn't be better than I am. I just shouldn't scream at people. I shouldn't scream at people. Um, this is the January dark times. I don't know. We're having. I don't know. You'll have to say, how are we doing? How is this show doing? Andy is here. Mr. Cuff is here. What are we, chop liver? No, what are we, Lewis? You're not chop liver. You're important to me. Every single one of you is important. Chartel is here. Do you hear me? Do you see me? There we go. Andrew Rubin is here. Andy is here. Streaky Bacon is here. Dingo Dollar is here. Chartel. Did I say Chartel already? I think I did. I think I did say Chartel. Society is cooked, but Lewis is uncooked. Yes, I'm uncooked. Maybe that's the best thing. Will Trump get his hands on Iranian oil? It's not as simple as oil. Okay. Anyway, so that's Andy. Starts off with a million posts in the beginning. Can we not? Carrie B is here. Warmellion is here. Andy, can you not do a million posts? I don't even know why you shouldn't do it. Claire, without the I, is here. She is here. Six Badges is here. Carrie B, as I said, is here. So we've got everybody, or most people, is here. We've got enough people is here. I was watching a very interesting video on parvo virus. Do you know anything about that? Do you know anything about that? It's just a wealth transfer to drug companies who make quote unquote vaccines for dogs. Are you familiar with this parvo violence? Parvo virus. Anybody, have you heard of that? Vatanai, good to see you here. Warmellion, good to see you. Where's your co-host and the Fringe? I'm here because my son is not there. He's working. He's out at the. I'm not gonna say where he is. I think it's Princess Diana's house, Kensington. Who lives in Kensington Palace? Um, Many people in the UK are buying dollars. Well, let's hope so. I saw a whole long video about how the Chinese people are dumping dollars, and that they've dumped $688 billion in government bonds, and the guy seemed very worried about it. But then my son said, "Don't worry about it. It's been going on for 10 years. It's been going on for 10 years, and they have to, and other people have bought it. Britain is the second largest owner of that. Parvovirus was prevalent in dogs in my council state in the 1980s. Yeah, because they present fear, wasn't it? It wasn't that it was. Yes, okay, Streaky Bacon. I don't know anything about it. I just know what Dr. Sam Bailey says. So if you wanna know what's going on in the world, we've been buying Swiss francs. I've never had a Swiss franc. I've had the cheese dish that they have. What is that cheese dish? But I never had a cheese franc. Um, And so what she's saying is that it's a scam. This is where I get all my information from this one woman. From one woman. Daz is here. We've never paid for vet insurance for pets. I didn't even realize it was a done thing. Did you have your dog vaccinated? Because it's a scam. It's a scam. I thought it was a scam before I heard of this woman. But she basically coalesced all the thoughts that I've had. Lewis, are you really okay, my friend? I'm not. I'm a bit tired today. I'm a bit tired today. Tomorrow's going to be a problematic day because I'm going to. I've got to go to Shepperton's studio to be fitted into a costume because I'll be playing a part. I can't. I don't think I can say what the part is. But it's nice that they asked me to do it. Shall look into parvovirus video. Yes, Dr. Sam Bailey. S-A-M, new word, Bailey. I've never had a Frank. You'd be more than 17% if you had. Not necessarily. Oh, I guess maybe you're right. Maybe you're right necessarily. I don't think we did. Or the cat. Yeah. Well, don't go there. It's now this year a $2 billion business, giving dogs these vaccines over and over again, making people believe that this thing is actually a real thing. It's just dogs getting sick. Why did dogs get sick? There's a million reasons why dogs get sick, in the same way humans get sick. Were they ever? Kerry Mack is here. Hello, we were talking about you earlier, Kerry. We were talking about you earlier. So where's Kerry? So it's good to see you. Everybody welcome Kerry Macca. She's here. So it was the question, what is they've never ever proven that there is a virus where they could take the virus, separated it from other things, grow it on its own, give it to animals or humans, and then they get sick in the exact same way. It's called Koch's postulates. Parvo is a killer. Well, that's what they will say to you. They've convinced you, like COVID. It was like a trial run for COVID. Not a trial run for COVID, but it was a prelude. This is what it says. I've only seen one video, and already I know that it's complete, utter. Anyway, sorry, Lewis. I was kind of stacking the deck. What did you say about my mood? My mood isn't that great. Isn't that great? Can you say what the costume is, Lewis? I don't know. Yes, it's just like a standard business. I don't know. I'll have to look at it tomorrow. I have to be out there at 2:30 in the afternoon. So let's say it takes an hour for me to do it. Next thing you know, it's like 3:30. The show might start at 6 tomorrow, at 6. Friends of ours have boarding kennels. They are happy to have unvaccinated pets. Now the local councils won't license kennels unless they only have vaccinated animals. Exactly. It's just like the COVID lie. Let me find it, and we can go from there. I can see if I love her so much. She is so beautiful, and she is so smart, and she is just so great. This woman is just, I am so in love. Parvo virus in dogs. Video. Let's see what it says. Where is it? Said, yeah, all you need to know. Well, they really, oh my God. They can't help themselves because panic makes money. Panics makes money. Dr. Sam Bailey. Panic makes money. There it is. The truth about parvovirus. I love this woman. I'm going to press this over here. Press it down here. Can you see this? I shouldn't put this here because it means you're going to go look at this thing and not look at me. Look at how horrible I look. Oh my God. Oh my God, I look so horrible. I've gained, as I've gotten thinner, I've gotten older looking. I can understand if you ladies don't love me. It's just so understandable. Lewis, thanks. I've just subbed her. I've seen a 21 minute video. I must have lied to years ago about doggy. I might have been lied to. Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're just saying dogs are getting sick, so it must be a virus. When the truth is, there's lots of different ways that people get sick, and one of them she discusses the schmutz reason. Friends of ours, okay, yeah, it's really horrible. Okay. Daz says, did you hear about the alpaca that tested positive for TB? The owner took legal action to not have it put down. And for years, it took for the legal actions to finish. The alpaca never died. Yes, it's one of those stories. It's like what's going on in Canada, where they're killing all the animals, or the bird thing, where they're killing all the birds, or like what happened here with the what do they call that? The dog. What was the one with the brain, the brain, the brain and the cows? What was that called? I don't remember what that was called. I didn't hear about that, Taz. But that's what this is all about. Just the level of lying is just, I can't live with it anymore. I mean, I can, but it's just too much. Winston Churchill once said that rabies is as bad for the dogs as Islam is to humanity. Yeah, maybe, or maybe rabies isn't as bad as you think it is. We'll have to find out about that. I don't know. I haven't seen the video. I saw the video on rabies. But, yeah, what they used to do with rabies was horrific to people. My father said they thought he had rabies. And he had to have this deep injection into his stomach. It was horrible. I paid £94 for a yearly vaccination for my dog a few months ago. Darklands. Good to see you, Darklands. Yeah, I mean, how many billions of dollars is that for something that's an absolute scam? And then they're making the state, the council, the local authority, or the government, or whatever they call the central authority, demand that of people, that they demand that they have this, right? That's not right. Lewis is in love with every woman he sees, Dingo Dollar. I am. Something's happened to me. Something happened to me. Yes, I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. Women need to be loved. It keeps them from being crazy. Sam Bailey and her husband have good videos about all the medical stuff out tonight. I'm a believer in her. I'm real, and she's so easy to look at, and she's got such an easy smile. It's really, really nice. CJD, mad cow disease. Thank you, Streaky Bacon. Exactly right. CKD, mad cow disease. Cruzfeld Jacobson, something like that. Yeah, they come up with a name, and it sounds, oh, this must be a real thing. And we believe in that, just like we believed in the COVID lies, just how we believe in all these diseases. Does anybody remember the foot and mouth disease back in the early 90s, 2000s? Same thing, foot and mouth disease, where they're killing animal. You know what I mean? Really. I mean, why were the cows getting sick? They were getting sick because they were being fed the brains, or the whatever it is, of animals. And they should not have been eating the brains of animals. They couldn't digest it. It's like a human who can't drink milk, being fed milk, or a human being fed plants who doesn't have the ability to digest the plants. Am I right about this? I don't know anything about foot and mouth disease, but I don't believe it either. I don't believe in any diseases practically. Millions of animals slaughtered needlessly, Streaky Bacon says to Kerry Mack. Horrible, horrible. Because they wanted to turn us off to eating meat. They wanted us not to eat meat. You know, the left want that. The left think the world is dangerous. It's not dangerous. It's not dangerous. Yes, I remember, this is what Kerry Macca says. I remember that there were all sorts of checks on animals for something that's possibly not real. I remember lots of people being scared of it too. You know, if it's not one thing, it's another. And I'm gonna go on record by saying I don't believe in it. And it can be very annoying. I don't want to be annoying. Look, I don't believe in polio vaccines. I don't believe in chicken pox vaccines. I don't believe that AIDS is caused by HIV. So you can't come up with a vaccine about it. Anyway, yes, I remember there are all sorts of checks on animals for something. Yes. I cannot drink milk, and now you used to do 2 liters a day. You could probably get back to drinking milk again if you just started slowly. It's the same thing like with peanuts. Not that I believe in eating peanuts. What people made most money from food in mouth selling drugs? What people made most money? What I don't understand what that question is. Just walked into eating human brains, not human brains. Did I say human brains? They're eating cow brains. They fed cow brains to cows, and cows are not meant to eat animals. And that's why we're talking about why they got that brain disease. I remember being on the train and seeing mounts of animals being burned in the fields. Was it really necessary? No, it wasn't. Let me turn this off. Was it necessary? No, it's really sad, Darklands. But the truth is that people who know, okay, who know, hold on one second. So what it is let's get back on track. I forgot what I was saying. Okay. MC Scott says, back minute the day, animal feed came in most handy for us caterers. What do you use that for? I remember. Okay, thank you, MC Scott. I don't know what you mean by that. Did everyone a local favor that kind of practice? Of course, yes. Okay, I don't know what we're talking about. Is Kermit hiding tonight? I don't know what Kermit is. See, people don't have to come in every single night. Oh my God, the Billy Connolly sketch on this. Anyone remember cows doing the splits? I don't remember that. Can you tell us about that? I visited the London Zoo during the foot and mouth outbreak in 2001 when I was very little. We had to wash our shoes in disinfectant before we entered the zoo, so we didn't spread, quote, the virus. The virus should be in quotation marks too. Yes. Joodles, we were talking about Dr. Sam Bailey in a video that I saw about dogs, and I know you're an animal lover, and I have my cat Phoebe, and I love animals. And it's about this parvovirus, which is forcing people to get vaccinated, forcing people to pay tons of money to get their pet vaccinated, which is a scam. Andrew Rubin, Kerms has earned arrest. No, Joodles, but I'm going to see it now. Laugh out loud. That could be something to watch. That's mon me. No one else's shoulders. That's mon me, or is that on me? What is mon me? Is that an English phrase? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? MC, don't blame you. Enjoy, brother. Okay. Is that on me or is that mon me? Is that on me? I don't even know. I don't know. The point is, in order for there to be a virus, you got to be able to see the virus. You got to be able to take the virus and put it in a jar. You got to be able to take the jar. I mean, don't they say that they have the smallpox virus? And they're always talking about, should we destroy it or not? I don't know. Kerry, Kerry said, oh, Kerry, you will pee yourself. It's brilliant. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Sam Bailey's video on Spanish flu is also good. Yes, it is. I've seen a lot of Spanish flu videos. And the Spanish flu spread around the world so fast. Faster than it could have. They didn't have airplanes. But suddenly people are coughing here and coughing there. And then they did tests. They did two scientific tests where they put people in the hospital. People were in the hospital with Spanish flu, and they sent in researchers who were going to get out of prison if they were willing to do this. I think that's their motivation. And they said they asked the Spanish flu victim to blow on them or to spit on them or to cough on them. Spanish flu video. You want to trust her? Let's go find what she says. Let's go find what she says. Spanish flu. Sam Bailey. Spanish flu. I don't know whether this is Secrets of Influenza, Understanding the Spanish Flu, YouTube, Dr. That's 27 minutes. I'll post this up on this thing for you guys to look at. I shouldn't be doing this because I want you to stay here, but you know, this is what we're doing. Okay. We can discuss that in a bit. Let's ask the people if they want to change the subject. But before we change the subject, I mean, they're always trying to say how these germs happen, but they said like within 2 years, this parvovirus had spread everywhere. It's like I mean, there's always been polio, I guess, but things go up and they go down. They go up and they go down. Okay. Daz says, what are we talking about this? I've got a cat. I got a cat, Phoebe. I mean, it's never here. It's never here. And she doesn't like to be paid attention to. Pigeons and rats are only dirty because of humans. Probably that's true. And even rats may not be that dirty. From what I can tell, this whole idea that rats spread bubonic plague. I'm going to say something about bubonic plague. I'm not sure I believe in bubonic plague. You know, it was very similar in time, is that the world had opened up in the 1300s. And it was a very fearful, frightening time. I love rats, so intelligent. They're not dirty and horrible. My ex-girlfriend had a rat, and she was fed kind of a high-carb diet and wound up getting cancer and died. Don't like the pigeons because one pecked me to death when I was a child. No, I think you're still alive. I'm a little afraid of them, too. But yes, Chartel, I am an animal lover. Some animals are bad for humans, but most of them aren't. And people eat rats all over the place. They eat rats all over the place. Six Badges is here. Pecked you to death. Did you recover? Yeah. Did she recover? I don't know. Let's find out. She's not responding fast enough. There's a lot more to the bubonic plague story. Lots of wells being poisoned over all Europe at the same time. Streaky Bacon says, I hadn't heard that, but that's a possibility. We want to blame small little things floating through the air that we can't see. One little tiny speck. I saw your Wikipedia, Lewis, about GB News incidents. Did they actually happen? I don't know. Have somebody updated them? I looked at it the other day. I don't know what incidents. I haven't looked at it in a couple of days. Maybe it's been updated. Has anybody updated it? Didn't they use pigeons to send messages to the war? They did, and then what they did was they basically killed them all. They all became gone, and they no longer exist. This breed of pigeons. Yeah, there were, I guess, maybe millions of them. Yes, I recovered and lived to tell the tale. Carrie Macca, if you call, yeah. So God bless you, bless you. Shortell says one of the UK auditors showed migrants cooking rats on YouTube live. Yeah, because they want to show how dirty these people are. And they're not that dirty, I don't think. I mean, I wouldn't eat a rat because I've been brainwashed. I even cook the outside of beef because we've been told so many lies about these things. You don't want to take a risk. I didn't see that. What do you mean, one of the UK auditors? What is a UK auditor? Andy says, God bless you all. Incredible survival skills. Yeah, well, you got to do what you got to do. If you got to eat a rat, you got to eat a rat. It's what they do. Why are they allowed to get away with whatever they want? These are the mysteries that we're living with. It is what they do. Yes, says Mr. Cuff. And there's a symbol of a rat in a fire, said by Warmelian. Perhaps it was ratatouille. Yeah. I'd eat one if I was hungry. Yes, we would. You know, people, they eat squirrels in America, you know? So why not? Much as I'm enjoying the crack, my eyes are going together. Going together, laugh out loud. So good night, Carrie Macca. We'll see you later. Lewis, are you tired or fed up? You sound, what does that mean? You swim different? You sound, what does that mean? SWWM? You seem different. I'm trying to be better behaved than I was before. Better behaved. Judel sent me a video, which I'll have to look at it later. Thank you very much for sending me the video. If you want to send me a video, you can send it to me on Twitter. On Twitter, just go to a personal message. I'm a little bit tired right now. This show might be a bit shorter than normal. We'll have to see. Frozen rats in the freezer, Chinese takeaway in northwest England somewhere. Yes. You know what it is? You get used to the food. People get mad at us for eating beef. People get the Hindus. People get mad at us for eating pork, the Muslims or the Jews. They don't get mad at you. The Jews don't care. But the Muslims are going to insist that you can't. Okay? In the film threads, when they are eating rats after the nuke drops, is harrowing. Yeah, because we've been told how bad they are. You know, it's like being demonized. Oh, a video auditor. Okay, I didn't know what that meant. A video auditor. Oh, rats, that is. Yeah, we're talking about rats. I mean, it's like when you're told bad things about people, then you start believing the bad things. With us and the Muslims, we haven't been told enough bad things about them, so we don't believe any of the bad things. LB audits the best of the audits, mad as a March hare, but the best. It's so entertaining. Okay, I didn't realize. I mean, that sounds like a fun thing to go out in the field and film stuff. You know, it is. Depends how many rats, I suppose. Ratatouille or Ratafive, says MC Cuff. Okay, I get that too. Have you ever been on Amtrak? Amtrak, yes. Where are you going to? It could be somewhat more expensive. It's also longer distances. I used to go down to Washington on the train. Or I used to go up to my school on the Hudson on the train. Where are you going? Are you going to be back? You're going to be back in America. Are you going to be back in America? We could talk about the Iran situation. I find it very, very scary. I like watching the terriers versus rats on farm videos on YouTube. Yeah. I like watching where they catch the wild pigs in Texas, which is the wild pigs have taken over. They're so populous, And they're wild. Have you seen that? Anybody see wild pigs on YouTube? Let me see if I can find the video here. Wild pigs capture killing Texas. Do you want to see this? Let's see if we can see this. Wild pigs. It's really, I think it's amazing.
Group training activities require proof of
It's amazing.
parvovirus
Let's see which
vaccination.
one we could
Like
do.
the COVID vax passes, I would encourage everyone to think about the real consequences
Okay,
of
Texas
participating
farmers.
in
We can
these
maybe look at this
rituals.
one here.
If you have more questions about this material, then please check out all of the free resources at drsambailey.com. In addition to your health matters, we also cover how we look after our pets.
You see,
and
this is in
livestock
America,
our
in
fortnightly
Texas.
Q&A sessions.
They released wild pigs,
If you enjoyed
and
this
now they're
video,
like incredibly
please visit
populous,
support.drsam.com.
and they have to do something about it. Let's see what they've done about it. Whoops, that's too far. So they set up a fence, and they put food in the fence. And the pigs are supposed to be so smart. There they go. They go in there. Look at how cute they are. Oh my God, they're so cute. They're absolutely so cute. Corn, and they're fed. And then what do? They close the gate. They can't get out. And they're really unhappy. Oh, this is sad. This is absolutely sad. What is this? I guess this is another method of catching them. What are they going to do? Are they going to have like a... Uh-oh, what happened? Was he stuck? Oh, that's not nice. But I mean, they're doing incredible damage to everything. He's trapped. Must have a trap in there. Have you seen this? Look at all the pigs. There are millions and millions of pigs. Millions and millions of pigs. So here they're trapped. They can go out here. Look at this. Bull Creek outdoor. The door closes and they can't get out. And they know they can't get out. It's, look at the gate. The gate's about to close. And they're just so unhappy. And they know they're going to die. They know they're going to die. Or they think they're going to die. Because pigs, I think, have 3 litters. Whoa. Some escape. Some escape, and some don't escape. And there's a man. Are they going to trap the man? Don't trap the man. Oh, poor baby. Oh, poor baby. Poor baby. Look at that. And then they're shooting it. Look, he's shooting it. I guess you're allowed to do that because they're considered to be a threat. Oh my God. Look at how cute and precious. Look at how cute. And they're just being shot. How stressful is that? How stressful. And these are probably really healthy, happy animals. That's really sad. That's really sad. That's really sad. Have you seen this video before? This is one of the videos. Back in Weston, there was a Chinese next to the pet shop in Orchard Street. It was run by friends. They used to go around the back there. If you saw the back of the kitchen, you wouldn't go with most kitchens. Rarely would you go into a kitchen like that. People on the farm I worked at would kill cows with a sledgehammer. I got many stories about farm work, Daz says. Yeah, it's horrible. This is exactly what happened to Lewis. He was lured into the UK for a sweet, sweet mud, and then they shut the gate behind him, and he never made it back out. Then people ask why he looks depressed. Do you want to know something? I'm going to tell you something. You're totally on the money. Yes, you're on the money. I was trapped. I was trapped by a most beautiful woman. I thought I'd get married and have kids. And I had 2 kids, so I should have been happy. My kids are worth something. That's Lewis. Please stop posting this, Rocket League. I'm sorry, yeah. I'm not for wanted killing, no. Neither am I. But what do you do? What do you do when there are so many of them out there and they have 4 litters a year. So the numbers are unbelievable. I'm sorry, girl from Mars. Okay, that's disgusting. Dreary me, heaven forbid. I'm sorry. Okay, well, there you go. I didn't realize you'd be sickened by it. I had already seen it. The boar absolutely destroy crops. They devastate hungry villagers. It's just part pest control. Yeah, I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it is pest control. Possibly. Could be that. Could be that. Why the F did you want to show us that? I didn't think it was going to be as horrible as that. I apologize for that. I apologize. I take it people complaining about the pig videos don't eat bacon then, streaky bacon. Yeah, you know what it is? Yeah, give pigs a contraceptive vaccine. Well, maybe just a vaccine would kill them. You mean a contraception? I mean, they're all over. Maybe I'll find a map of where they are. Of where they are. Map of wild pigs in the United States. Can you see what's happening here? Feral hogs are spreading. But you can look, they're all over. They're even up in, I don't know whether you, well, hold on a second. Feral hogs are up in, feral hogs are in, can you see the map of the United States? They're all over South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, all throughout Texas. There's a little bit of the blue is a lot. I think the blue is a lot. They're in New Mexico, Arizona, California, bits of Nevada. But in a smaller amount, look at that. They're even up there. This is Vermont and New Hampshire right here. Or they're in Michigan, or that's Upper Michigan. So they're all over. And it's a real danger. Spread of wild pigs in the contiguous United States. They're all over. They're up in, as I mentioned, all the states. All the states. Very, sorry, I didn't mean to upset you guys. Darklings is a veggie. I think you could be a meat eater, but also care about animals. Well, that's me. I would say that's me. I care about animals. I care about animals. But, But the truth is, if you're a veggie, you care about animals going into your fields. And a field kills more animals than eating the animals do. I'll show you a map. I'll show you a map of like Florida farm land. Here we go. Let's get this thing. Not for sale. Not for sale, but let's just do farmland. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Okay, so this is. Can you see the farmland up here? Can you see that? I guess you can see it. It's not good for animals, farmland. So if you're a vegan and you think I'm not killing any animals, nothing personal. Nothing. During COVID, my local Chinese takeaway, Russ says, my local Chinese takeaway was closed immediately, and there was a sign on the door saying they would walk from home. Okay, that's a good one. Wild boar are multiplying in the forests of Dean. where they do not have any predators to eat them. Yeah, goats are the vermin in New Zealand. Goats. Huh. Yeah, because they're a sheep-oriented thing, maybe. Maybe. I think you can be a meat eater but also care for animals. Yeah, I do. But let's look about this right here. Hold on a second. Well, we could find out, maybe. We could find out wild pigs in the UK. How about that? The feral pigs due to escapes. Let's see what we can see. Is there a map? Is there a map? Dangerous wild animals? Could that be it? Could that be it? Wild boar? Maybe it's here. What about this thing here? No, that's in Scotland. But they're spreading. I mean, you know, Chartel used to be a vegan. I'm not a vegan. Being a vegetarian takes enough self-control. Yes, a lot of self-control. But I don't think veganism is healthy unless you eat a lot of eggs and you eat a lot of cheese. Darklands, can you eat cheese? Can you eat eggs? Will they show the police at hotel protests when you search wild pigs in the UK? Will they show the police at hotel protests when you search for wild pigs in the UK? Who knows? They might take offense at this thing. They might take offense. Which Carnegie? Sorry, I just burped. If vegans can't eat eggs, well, vegans can't eat eggs, but a vegetarian can. Who's eating eggs? If you're a vegetarian, you can eat eggs, but a lot of people don't like to eat eggs. I eat, on average, I used to eat 10 eggs a day. Now I eat 5 eggs, just the egg yolks. The egg yolks, because I eat lots of other meat in there. If the police check Lewis's search history, it'll all be goat videos and pig videos. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, maybe they'll think that I'm being offensive. Daz is laughing. Chartel is laughing at Daz. Only if veggie. Yeah, I know the difference. Do we all know the difference between veganism and I mean, vegetarians have a hope, but they also have a what's his name? We discussed this earlier in the show. C2 has to be drunk, surely. Happy birthday. He might be. He came from his the door is closed. He came from his mother's. He came from his mother's house. He's 23 years old. Yep, I'm a veggie and eat cheese and eggs. Okay, well, go for it. You know, that's not that bad. But meat is the best. Beef is the best. Yep, okay, but thank you. And Darklands, that's what Darklands says. She eats cheese and eggs. Thanks for the heads up, Joodles. So it started then. What has started? The trouble? Is the trouble started? I hope it is. I hope it hasn't started. I hope it has not started. I hope it hasn't started. That's twice you've apologized today, Lewis. I need to apologize. I'm unhappy with the shows right now. I'm unhappy. Maybe but I also set my mind to say these are the best shows ever. I want them to be not shows, streams. I want to, you know what I mean? Heaven help us. I do so much online, though. I must get my local meal retailer. As ASAP. What is it? What is online? Is that a spelling wrong? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I had wild boar before and it was delicious. I bet it is delicious. The problem with pigs, you shouldn't eat pigs because pigs are what they eat. It goes right into the blood. And if because pigs can eat plants, they can become diabetic and fat like humans, and they're not that good to eat. Have you heard Starmer has backtracked on digital ID? No, I didn't hear that, Chartel. I didn't hear that. So that's good. That's good. Digital has Starmer stop digital ID. Rolled back part of it 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Here we go. Well, this is the evil BBC. Well, it's good. It's good to hear it from the BBC because the BBC actually say what the government is saying. The government has dropped plans requiring workers to sign up digital ID scheme in order to digital checks. This marks a shift in the last year. First announced the policy. Good riddance. It was a terrible idea, says Kerry Vadanoff. She said the move Labor represented another U-turn. I mean, let him U-turn, but that's good news. That is really good news. You know what it is? You don't know what Keir Starmer. It's not even Keir Starmer. Say, are you reading that? Joodles, I heard it on British Stand YouTube. I heard it on British Stand on YouTube. Digital ID is now going to be optional, not mandatory. Maybe they'll make it up. British Stand about ID. Lewis, check British Stand about ID. Okay. I'll check that out. British Stand about digital ID. Oh, okay. Policy shift. The government dropped the requirement for dedicated digital ID card, instead mandating digital right to work checks, but allowing workers to use existing documents like passports, not forcing a digital ID. Okay. Well, yeah, people should maybe have to have a passport to work, maybe, or maybe that's not right. Should they have a passport to work? They tried to say that anyway, Darklands. It's all bollocks. So you're saying that Keir Starmer, that this is bollocks, that they really want to go ahead with it. He backtracked necessity for migrants to carry digital ID right to work. You peasants will still get it. Is it just for the migrants or is it for us too? It's a channel on. Okay, sorry. I don't know what we're talking about. What is this thing? I don't know what we're talking about. What are we talking about, people? What are we talking about? A national insurance number proves a right to work and always has. There needs to be no other thing. Yeah, but when you go in for a national insurance, you should be tested there. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Good point, Joodles. I'm against testing too. I'm with you. I'm with Joodles on most things. Considering they have zero ID, that makes Starmer such a laughingstock, Seller. So what did Seller say? He backtracked necessity for migrants to carry digital ID right to work. You peasants will still get it. Is that true? No, Lewis, comma, Chartel. Let's get some punctuation. No, Lewis, comma, British stand you too. Maybe that should be in quotation marks. Nor do we, Lewis. Carry on, thank you. But outside the kitchen, who am I to talk? Carry on. Carry on. MC Scott. This is good news. I don't know. I'm going to have to find out what this is all about. Tell me what they're really doing. What do you think he's doing? What could he do? What could he do with this digital ID? Is he going to bring it in later? Is he going to start with one group and not with another group? What do you think, Joodles? My national ID card landed through the letterbox when I was about 2 weeks off my 16th birthday. So young and beautiful. They already know who the Brits are. Yeah, they got a list. They should know that. I have a birth certificate, passport, and a national insurance number. I don't need any more ID, says Darklands. Well, I'm with you. I got the same things, except I don't have a passport from this country. But yes, it's true, Lewis. It's dressed up as a U-turn, but in reality, it's not. This is what Celer says, that it's dressed up as a U-turn. Yeah, this is what they do. They make you seem really good. It's like when they say we're going to stop the boats, and they don't stop the boats. You know, when they say they're gonna let people go in COVID, and they don't let people go, or they let people go for a week or two, and then they bring it back, and then they yell at you for not, yell at them for not bringing it back sooner. Basically, Fatanai says, "Don't be distracted. Trust no one in the government or the BBC." Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I agree with you. Jesus Christ, Lewis, do not, and beautiful. When I was 15, I saw 16. Were you not beautiful at 15? Were you not beautiful? Sorry about that. Has the fridge stood you up tonight, Mr. Cuff? No, but my son is not here, so I'm using this space instead. Mr. Cuff. Simply throw your passport in the channel to become a British citizen instantly. I have thought of that. Do you think that would work? I mean, that's like, it's like shocking. It's like horrible. We need Trump. We need a Trump. Whether we need Trump or a Trump, we need a Trump. You need a Trump in this country. So that's what's saying, Joodles. Haha. He got the pervo vibes. Streaky Bacon, very funny. I'm a perv. I'm a sleaze. I'm a weirdo. I'm a creep. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. You've got a perfect body. You got a perfect mind. You're so very special. I wish I was special. It didn't show on my screen. Must have been auto-removed. What was auto-removed as? If something doesn't go on the screen, just say, hey, I would say type it again. Or ask people, did you see this thing? Okay. We are given a number the day we are born, and then we are given another number when we start work, says Andrew Rubin. Then another when we are planted in the ground or smoked up a chimney. I am not a number. I am a free man. Streaky, you've not been here for 2 weeks of drama. It took him to renew his passport. Don't throw it in the sea now. It was a little bit of drama. Yeah, when I went there and they said, you got to come back. And then, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. When I got there, it was pretty fast. It was fast. And I felt like I was in America at the U.S. Embassy, but that's what embassies should do. But it was a little bit of drama. I've got to do more than that stuff. I still think 16 is young for a 68-year-old to think that way. Probably you're right. Now, I don't know. Now, we could talk about that if you want to talk about that. No drama I sadly missed, says Streaky Bacon. The remake and the USA version knackered it, Lewis. What? I missed that point too. I missed that point too. I'm not going to throw my passport away. I've got a passport. My kids have passports. Sorry. I'm sorry for saying that. I shouldn't even talk like that. I shouldn't even talk like that. I shouldn't even talk like that, but I shouldn't talk like that. Parvovirus. Pervovirus. I've got a pervovirus. I'm a bit of a perv. I'm a bit of a perv. I'm a bit of a perv. Okay. The prisoner, that is. I am not a number. That's right. Oh, sorry. The remake, the USA version, knackered it. Oh, okay. Well, you got to tell me what you're talking about. I didn't know what you were talking about. I got censored on Steve's live stream today, Russ. Don't take it personally. What did you get censored over? I do very little censoring. Do I do very little censoring? I think I do. Well, I do take it bloody personal. Anyway, give me a kiss and I will move on, Joodles. Can let's maybe that's a bit too much. Well, maybe Joodles doesn't mind being kissed on screen. I invited you to chat with CHR earlier. NBO excuses. Ha ha ha. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Andy is upset because we didn't talk about the whatchamacallit, about the Iran situation. What's going to happen there? Supposedly 8,000 people have been shot in like 2 weeks. 8,000 people. Wasn't it just brilliant, Cuffy? I watched it loads, and he'll never play it again. All that effort for one show. He's going to put it on YouTube, so it'll probably be out there. No beef. You ain't rang, though. I wasn't interfering, sorry. Porray, don't get me wrong. Okay. Did you get the woman pregnant? Which woman pregnant? Which one are you talking about? Streaky Bacon. Lewis, how much money do you want to arrange a date with me and Diane Spencer? I got 140 and a cheap electric bike if you can swing it. How much money do you want to arrange a date? I think she's married. She's married, so let her go. Let her go. I know you like her, but let her go. But yeah, she was going to be my verdict on your perviness. It will be 8 million by next month as the war propaganda hots up. Yeah, like what they did in Gaza. Like they did in Gaza. Nobody's laughing at my jokes, Joodles. Won't give me a kiss. No wonder the country's punctuation, country, possession, apostrophe S, is going down the bloody pan. Yeah. It's not even mods, Rubes. It's the algorithm. Is that what's happened? Is Ruben's been censored? It's not, you're not being censored. It's the algorithm. I tried to change it. Didn't I try to change it? I tried to change it. Who are you talking? I don't know what's going on here. I don't understand anything that I'm reading here. Don't mention. Okay. It'll be okay, Russ. Don't mention because Prince Andrew will join the chat. Okay. Yeah, I think it's an automatic thing, even for things that aren't controversial. Just got to try again. It could be that, Taz. I mean, it doesn't happen that often, but maybe it's happening. Who knows? Chartel, oh my God, 1971. She's shocked, making a joke. It says you said fat people should be shot or something on Wikipedia. It says that. I joked it. You can change the word to joke. I'm going to have to go in there and change it to joke. I didn't say it. I didn't believe it. I don't believe that. I believe some, I didn't say fat people either. I said disabled people. This is how people get it wrong. I said disabled people, and I don't think that about disabled people. Not at least all disabled people. I think some people who are mentally disturbed are a danger. I mean, look at Nick Reiner. Look at Nick Reiner. You know, horrible, 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 horrible people. Horrible, horrible, horrible people. I know, I said it. I said it as a joke, Chartel. It was a joke. And somebody heard it. They didn't even hear it. They just said, Lewis Schaffer said this. And they go, oh my God, he advocated, he suggested killing, you know, the, because they took away the comedy portion of the program, Chartel, and this is what happens. There are so many words one cannot use. I'm constantly getting innocuous posts removed from various streams, including this one, says Streaky Bacon. Yeah, it's really scary. That's because AI is so amazing. Is absolutely amazing. You can find a transcript of this stream afterwards. Who knows what I've said? Who knows what I've said? And they don't say meant as a joke or people were laughing or anything like that. Or it could have been a joke. It happens more on stream that only use YouTube, Chartel. Lewis runs through Streamlabs and catches much fewer comments. Okay, I did not know that, Joodles. I'm running through Streamlabs. Chartel 77. In this country, when a person turns 100, they get a telegram from the king. However, okay, all right, we're not going there. We're not going there. Please, let's not go there. I meant it as a joke when she was 16. I forgot that she was 2 weeks away from 16, and now suddenly I'm a criminal. Okay. Teenage and scissoring got into auto-retracted on Steve's stream before Streaky. Before what? Before Streaky said something? Or before, Streaky? Yeah, so these are jokes. Chartel is here. The point is, we're going to be edited. We're going to be, you know what I mean? It's like, I think we should pray for the Iranians. They've gone mad. 47 years of living with those horrible, horrible people. And Iran is an empire, basically. It's a small empire. It's not even all Persians. It's like 48% Persians. I went on a Black and Gifted stream, and only about 5% of my comments went through. Yeah, I could see that happening. It was a joke about something else, but I chopped it up. Lewis, will the mullahs bomb Israel if Trump attacks Tehran? And is it this that's stopping Trump already? No, because they tried before during the 6-Day War and they weren't successful. And remember, Israel could nuke Tehran a lot easier than Tehran could bomb Tel Aviv. When I was that age, the age of was 17. I don't know if that has changed now. Well, let's look it up. Can you look it up? The age was 17. If Trump attacks Iran, I will put my picture up of Trump. What picture do you have? We're not talking coherently here. Watched a YouTube video on Princess Diana burial. She is not on the island at Althorpe. She's in the vault at a local church with her forebears. Not that I give. Okay, who knew that? But I guess they want people to visit do people visit Althorpe? Do they visit it? Iran hasn't started a war in 300 years. Compare that with the U.S. and Israel to see the war pig countries. Do you know what? They've declared war on their own country, number one, and they've basically started a war with Hezbollah and Hamas. And they're giving money to the Houthis. So that is untrue. I want an apology. That's not true. And Israel is not a war pig country. Israel was attacked in 1947 or 48, in 1956, in 1967. They were attacked first. So don't say Israel is that. I don't want to hear that. Everyone is edited these days, and there are key phrases and words that are being looked out for. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can understand why, but it's horrible. It's horrible. I'm getting a lesson on etiquette from the infamous Lewis Schaffer. Well, what do you mean? What etiquette? I'm just saying. Iran has been supporting wars, all including. What do you mean? No war. Iran hasn't started a war in 300 years. What do you think the war against Iraq was? Who started that? I don't know if they did, but they're not peace loving. And I would rather take a lesson in etiquette from Louis C.K. Yes. I don't know. Yeah. Making money from the visitors numbers. Yes, Lewis. Though they make money. They make money from people watching, and they have to sell advertising, and they can't. Someone says something bad, and they go, "Oh my God, I can't believe your company is advertising." Advertising. Yeah, it has changed now. It is 16 for boys and girls, and 18 for marriage. So it's younger than 17. I hate the censors. I wish the censors would. The comment you've been trying to read has been removed. Thank you, Russ. Chartel finds that funny. Chartel is a good laugher. I mean, I don't know. I'm against young sex. I'm against early marriage. I've become like a Muslim. The Middle East is full of nutter countries. The whole world is nutter countries. I think Europe once had Germany. Okay, so don't say there's only nutter countries in the Middle East. Okay? Chartel is laughing too. You and Joodles are really good lovers. Are really good laughers. Really good laughers. For being in fits. The point is that Iran for 47 years has run a Muslim dictatorship over the country. And I think the people are not happy with it. First of all, they've run it poorly in an economic way. There's no freedom. And the Iranians were, a lot of them wanted to be free. You're against early marriage that makes you like the Muslims. No, I did not say I was against early marriage. I'm against early sex. I'm against 16-year-olds having sex. I'm against 16-year-olds getting married. So I did not say that. That's not an au contraire. Say you're sorry, Joodles, because I did not say that. The UK is turning into a nutter country. Yes, it is. Well, you let nuts in. It turns it into a nutter country. I did not say I was against 18-year-olds being married. I'm against 16-year-olds having sex. I'm against 15-year-olds. You absolutely said early marriage. Now I've got to check that out. I did not say early marriage. Okay? And if I did say, oh my God, now I'm angry. I'm getting so angry. I don't need to be constantly questioned like this. I'm going mad. I'm not getting enough sleep. And let's say I did say early marriage. Why don't you just say, Lewis, did you just say you're against early marriage? And then I say, no, I'm not against early marriage. I'm against, I'm in favor of early marriage. I must have said it wrong. But I'm not sure what I said. Let's go back in time and let's listen to the whole thing. We'll listen to the stream. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go back in time and I'm going to see. Okay. What I said was, okay. Okay. All right. What I said I said, I am against young sex. I am against early marriage. Okay? And let me say this. I am not against early marriage. I am just against young sex. So I said I'm against early marriage, but I'm not against early marriage. I'm against early sex. I'm against the race to have sex. It messes with people's minds. And when I say people, I say men and women. I say men and women. I want to apologize for getting upset at that. I said I'm against. You got to remember the exact quote that I said. I'm against early sex, and I'm against young marriage. I said that. I'm against young marriage, early marriage. I think I used it, but I'm not against particularly early marriage. I think if men and women want to get married when they're young, when they're both 13 years old, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it would basically destroy the country as we know it, but so maybe I need to think about it a little bit about that. But I'm against early marriage. Joodles, I apologize. I did say it. I did say I'm against it. That was a mistake that I said that because I'm not sure I believe in early marriage. But but basically, you have to allow early sex if people are not getting married early. If you got to allow girls to have sex when they're young and boys to have sex because they will have sex. They will have sex, especially in this country. I knew exactly what I meant. And that's why I said I'm becoming like a Muslim because Muslims believe in not early sex, but early marriage. They believe in early marriage, and maybe that's better. Maybe it's better. But we live in a free country where people can be free and wild, and there's lots of women. I was watching myself. That's what I was doing. I was watching myself. I was looking at myself on the old video. I mean, Joodles. What did I say? You can add it to the Wikipedia page. All the horrible things that I say. Is it an inconsistency? Or was it inconsistency? I say everybody makes mistakes and says inconsistencies, or they think about something. Yes, the race, Andrew, for sex at an early age is natural for all species. It is, which is why people should get married when they're young, so they would have sex with each other. It's very important to women to have sex, to get married the man that they first have sex with. And less so for men. I believe that. How is that for offensiveness? I think women, they fall in love. My mother said she only had sex with my father, and I actually believed her back in the day when she married him in 1948. In 1948, she married him can that be right? 8? Yes, 47, I think she got married. I used to work for a very famous bakery. I worked in the baking department, baking mass amounts of bread, my official job. Okay, good joke. Okay. So you're now a Muslim. There's lots of great ideas that the Muslims have that maybe we should use, but we can't use it because we can't use it. Basically, we can't use it. It would change the entire society, but eventually it'll be brought in, like what they did in Iran, and it just made the people angry that they're willing to be killed. 8,000 people killed by the Iranian Islamists. 8,000 people. It is much better for children to have married parents, Dingo, in my opinion. Yes, I agree with that. They should be married. Children should be married. There should not be divorce. I think divorce should be illegal. It should be illegal. I think in general people would be happier. Some people would be probably more unhappier, but they would be happier. Name one great Muslim idea. World domination. That's a Muslim idea. They want to take over the entire world, basically. Sell there. I mean, I agree with you. It's not for me. It's not for me. Anti-Semitism. People love being anti-Semitic. Those people, they didn't invent anti-Semitism, but they really believe in it. And if you're an anti-Semite, if you think that Israel is a war pig, Muslimism is for you. Muslimism is for you. It's better for children to be brought up by both parents and ideally married. Well, not ideally married and married. That's the best thing. I regret ever divorcing my wife. Current temperature at the desk 16.5. Yeah, it's cold where you are. It's cold. 22,000 confirmed dead now in Iran in the hand of the Muslim Islamists, the Muslim Islamicists. I think that's a, what do they say that one? It's a double when you say the same thing twice. A redundancy. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. What are we doing, British people? Are we waiting for America? I've had colonoscopies more amazing than your jokes. Oh, than Joodles' jokes. No, not all jokes are great, but the fact I like the jokes. I hear 60,000 on the BBC. Is that a joke? It's always tripled, quadrupled, a billion. It's always a genocide. They're trying to clear the streets off. You know? They're fighting for their lives, the Islamicists. And the non-Islamicists are fighting for their lives. So this has been our show. We're going to say goodbye to everybody unless you got something amazing to say. And who wants to guess what the top amount of people watching the stream is? Because this has been one of the best shows ever. I got really mad at Joodles. I just got mad. You were right. You were right, Joodles. You were right. Anybody know what the top number of people watching the stream is today? And we dropped down quite a bit, and now we've basically gone up again. So there was a dip in the middle. I guess when I showed the pig thing, maybe. Joodle says 27. Okay. She says 27. Shortell says 29. And McCuff says 28. Audax says 30. 6,000. No, I wish it was so. This has been, it's been entertaining for me. I don't know if you enjoy it. I didn't mean to shock you, with the whatchamacallit, with the images of not the images, with the video of the pigs, the lovely pigs. Okay, Vatanai, I don't even understand what that is, but MC Scott says 33, Celia says 30. I don't think they're different. They're not different. Islamists and Muslims probably the same. But okay. So, and I'm also going to thank our top fans for participating in this. Claire, Carrie B, Mark the Rosian. I don't know how, I'm only going to read. I'm going to read anybody. Girl from Mars at 19. Kerry Macca at 18. Celair at 75. Rocket League. I don't know how you're getting mentioned here. Maria at 15. Russ at 14. Six Badges at 13. Daz, beautiful Daz at 12. Andy at 11. Andy at 11. Darklands at 10. MC Scott at 9 and Chartel. Fantastic. Warmelian, Streaky Bacon. Vatanai at 5. MC Cuff at 4. Joodles at 3. Dingo Dollar at 2. And Andrew is 1. What happened to Alex? Wasn't Alex or Andy? Oh, there's Andy. Not Andy, Alex. Andy. was way up there. So that's been great. That's been great. So we'll see you tomorrow at 6. Okay? Will you be there at 6? Is 6 a better time? Mark the Rosian's been there. Good to see you. If I haven't mentioned your name, please. This is a late night X-rated show. The family-friended one is at 5. Daz. Yeah, it could be X-rated. It could be X-rated. Because it's late. It's late. Anyway, but thank you very, very much. Thank you. Lucy is here. Hello, Lucy. What do you chop liver? I didn't see that you were there. You didn't say anything to anybody. People have been asking about Lucy. Everybody, let's welcome Lucy. What's the number? The number is, Joodles was right, 27. Joodles win. Joodles wins. Joodles is very competitive. Lucy, how are you feeling? How are you feeling, Lucy? 27. So that was close. Mark the Rosian is here. Streaky Bacons. Say something. Write something. Are you feeling better, Lucy? It's important to me to know. It's important to me. I'll be there. We'll be there. We'll start at 6 tomorrow. At 6. Okay. I'll post on Twitter if there's a delay. Ruben says, hi, Lucy. Hope you're well, Lucy, says Joodles. Joodles she's knowledgeable. She's good. She's smart. She's smart. 10 to the power of 6 is 1,000,000. Okay, that's right. I know that. I used to know that. I didn't know that when you wrote it, but it makes sense. 10 to the power of 2 is 100. 10 to the power of 3 is 1,000. 10 to the power of 4 is 10,000. 10 to the power of 4. Okay, whatever. So Lucy, Chartel gives Lucy a rose. Seems like I have quite the talent for writing down a number. No, you guess the number. There's a certain intelligence. Almost euphoric. Are you almost euphoric, Lucy? I'm really pleased to see you. I'm really, really pleased. So everybody, we're really glad you came just as we're ending up our show. So, so you don't have to kill yourself right now, because we'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Will we see you tomorrow at 6 p.m.? Joodles is a smart cookie, Lewis, but she ain't no chopped liver. No, she's not. She's not chopped liver. And actually, chopped liver is probably pretty good for you. I used to eat a lot of liver when I first went on my carnivore diet. I don't buy enough of that stuff now. I don't eat very much of it. I bought some salmon. Okay. So this has been our show. What did Russ say that was rude? I don't know what we're doing. Yes, 6 p.m. be there. I'll see you, Chartel, Joodles, MC Scott, Russ, Streaky Bacon. I'll see you, Lucy. I hope you come back tomorrow. How are you? Are you tired? How was the event?
The end's ended. You're wrapping up.
I'm wrapping up.
Don't let me get in the way of your...
You're not in the way. You're the entertainment for me. That's the other one. That's the producer is here. That's the producer. All right. We will see you later, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to leave the stream on for 2 minutes, and then we'll see you tomorrow.